Good morning and welcome back once again to IFA 2013 here in Berlin. We're on the Panasonic booth here and we're going to show you lots of the brand new technology. So make sure you take advantage of this. This is actually our last day broadcasting here today. So what we're going to do is give you an exclusive look around the stand. And more than just a look around the stand, you're going to see from my perspective, from this little camera here, this is a Panasonic A100, exactly what I see. So you can order me about, you can tell me where to go, you can ask me questions, and you can direct the show. And Neil, why don't you tell them exactly how they can do that?
Okay, Michael, there's two ways you can. You should note this, just below the screen, a mission box. That is what you would like Michael to go and have a look at, or information you might want to pick out of Michael's brain. We also have our expert backstage, using the hashtag Panasonic IFA expert. So two great ways, but please keep those questions coming in.
Okay, well let's get going. We were going to be joined by our colleague Adam, who's another one of our Infotar people, but I can't find him anywhere. Yeah, I don't know if he's down in the home apps area or... Hang on a second. What is all this? Adam, you're meant to be working. What are you doing?
Always having fun, Michael.
I'm going to get in here with him. What's going on here? Tell the people what you're doing.
Having fun with the 4K gaming then.
Okay, so what we've got here is actually a 4K screen. I'm going to get right in with Adam here. How's it look? It looks
amazing.
So yeah, this is Panasonic's brand new 4K TV. It's the WT600, and I'm laughing because he's struggling to keep this thing on the road. Look at him. And the setup we've got here is obviously kind of a unique custom setup, but it's, oh yeah, very smooth.
Typical English 725.
Yeah, rammed him right in the backside. But actually what's powering it is just a regular a commercially available PC with a pretty high-end graphics card. But the great thing about this is that there are PCs out there already that can output 4K, and you can enjoy gaming on this scale. Let me get a bit closer to the screen and you can see exactly how smooth and detailed it is. And it's not just the detail that you get with 4K that Adam's enjoying here, it's the smoothness of 60p, which Panasonic are the first to introduce TVs that are compatible with this 60p format through HDMI 2.0. So 4K gaming is a good start for us today here at IFA. Adam, we're going to let you get on, carry on your preparation. If you want to hear more from Adam, he'll be back on later this afternoon talking about our great range of beauty products and white goods.
Okay, brilliant, Michael. And the worst thing about that, we actually trust Adam with a company car. Okay, so our first question, Mike's already in, and it's from Marius.
Hello, Marius.
Show me the 4K TV.
There you go. How about a whole wall of 4K TVs, Marius? Yeah, as we've just already said, the 4K is the big thing at IFA 2013. 4K, or Ultra HD as it's called. This is giving you 4 times the resolution of regular high-definition TV. And I don't know about you, but I thought high-definition TV looked spectacular. Well, wait till you see Ultra HD 4K. So we'll give you a close-up look at the actual TV model you're going to be able to buy very soon in the shops. In fact, it'll be in the next month or so it should be available. It is the 65 WT600. And this is a 65-inch LED TV, 4K, so a huge resolution on there of 3,840 by 2,160. So you know a normal HD TV is 1920 by 1080. So you add that up and it's 4 times as much detail. And there's a couple of new things, because you might have seen 4K TVs from other brands appear over the last couple of months. Panasonic have been the first to announce a TV with HDMI 2.0. And this is hugely important because what you want to do is buy this TV, and it's good for the future, for all the applications you're going to use when Blu-ray comes along in 4K, when gaming comes along in 4K. And being the first TV to maintain this standard means that we're ready to go. So there's a little taster of the 4K, and I'm sure we'll get plenty more questions about it.
Well, as you know, Michael, 4K has been very popular for our few days over here at IFA. And our next question is from Andros.
Hello, Andros.
What sources of 4K content are there?
Yeah, this is a really interesting one because you're buying a 4K TV, but your TV broadcasts are in probably high definition or maybe even standard definition. So 4K broadcasts will come. It's being tested right now. There are various satellite sources, but then there are also 4K sources that are available right now, and we kicked off the show by looking at Adam playing that big simulator, and 4K gaming is one of them. So you can hook up to a top-end PC, or in fact a top-end Mac PC, and use what they call DisplayPort 1.2a, which is a tremendous connection which allows you to connect 4K graphics and 4K images, and in this case we're looking at Final Fantasy XIV, which is a very famous gaming franchise, but in 4K, and the level of detail is phenomenal. But it's not just gaming, it's also for maybe people who are editing and filming in 4K. So we've got here, as we said, it can connect a Mac. Mac users might know this DisplayPort connection as Thunderbolt. It's a mini Thunderbolt connection, and on your Mac you can do your editing, but nothing. When you're editing a big movie in 4K, you'll want to see not just this small little image, but actually the big final result, and we can do that as well. So you might be thinking, well, that sounds pretty specialist, it doesn't sound every day. Well, let me show you how 4K will benefit everyone right now, and it's because of upscaling. Now, the TV has got upscaling built in, and this means that it will take any source and convert it into 4K. It won't look quite as sharp as what we call natural or native 4K, but it will look as good and perhaps a little bit better than your regular HD. And if you've got a 4K, you've got a Blu-ray player that can also upscale, then you're getting a better picture again. And actually some of the results from Blu-rays that have been upscaled to 4K are quite special. In fact, we're playing some of it on the screen now. You're getting quite a lot of detail in that, beyond what you would certainly get on a normal Blu-ray. So Blu-rays, games, video editing, and broadcasting to come. Lots of stuff to be able to watch on 4K.
Okay, Michael, your next mission is from Patrick.
Thank you,
Hello.
Patrick.
Is the 4K series better than a plasma when it comes to color and picture quality?
Well, that's an interesting question, because of course Panasonic are very famous for their plasma TVs. I'm very proud of them as well. What I would say with LED and plasma, because ultimately the 4K TV is an LED TV, is that they have different specialities. Traditionally, and you can see here our full range of LED and plasma, and we're stretching right down to the end there. Basically, when you get to the black area, these are all plasma TVs, and then these are all LED. And plasma, as Patrick rightly identifies, is great at rich colour, deep colours, dark contrast. And that's what we're bringing in across the range of our plasmas, and why they win so many awards. But LED TVs are phenomenal at brightness, they're phenomenal at energy consumption as well. So then the question is, how good is the 4K LED compared to the standard HD plasmas? Well, of course the detail will be better on this TV, and what we've done is introduce a couple of features to improve the color reproduction. One of them is 4K processing, so a brand new processing engine, and crucially local dimming, because contrast is one of the hardest things to do on an LED. So this has more local dimming areas, so being able to control which parts of the screen are bright and which are dark. This has more local dimming areas than any LED we've ever done before. So you'll get different types of picture, but 4K, I have to say at the moment, has the edge because of the sheer just overwhelming and rather astonishing detail.
Okay, brilliant, Michael. So what would be kind of your suggestion when it comes to maybe one of Panasonic's best plasma TVs?
Okay, so one of our best, well, I say one of our best, it's the best, and frankly it's the best plasma TV that you can buy. I mean, I know I work for Panasonic and I'm bound to say that, but check it out for yourself. Go to a search engine and type yourself in TXP60 ZT60. Bit of a mouthful, but this is the result. It's our studio master panel plasma TV, and it's one sheet of glass, which means there's very few reflections, which is traditionally a handicap when it comes to plasma TVs. And then you've got all the expertise we've built up over the years on plasma, the incredible contrast. You can see this is quite a dark scene here. The people in dark costumes and they're in candlelight, but the richness of the picture is astonishing. And then you've got the smooth motion, the in rich colors. It was one of the, it's got the full THX certification for color reproduction. So for state-of-the-art plasma, this is the one. And frankly speaking, this is the TV I would own if only Neil would buy it for me, but he won't.
Well, maybe Mike, maybe Mike. Right,
okay.
Next question is in already, and again 4K being very popular. It's from Terence.
Hi Terence.
Can you show me the 4K TV? Now Mike, don't really want to take you back to where we've just come from, but I know there's another 4K TV in this room.
Okay. Lead
so
the
I
way.
think we should go this way.
Yes.
And show him some behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, so this is Neil, my handler, is taking control. Let's have a look where we're going. What we're going through now, by the way, is our Smart VR area. Good morning. Our Smart VR area is where we show off all the smart features, all the online or the My Home screen. And I realise now what Neil was talking about, 4K again, and 4K with the words OLED. And OLED, or organic LED, or OLED, some people call it, is, I think, one of the future technologies that we're most excited about. Now, these TVs that you see in front of you, absolutely stunning, I think you'll agree. They're not actually production model TVs, they are prototypes. Because what we want to do is get OLED ready so that it's available for everyone and suitable for everyone. So first of all, let's cover off what OLED is. These are 4K, so the same detail that we saw before, but with organic LED, which means we're getting a lot of the benefits we talked about on plasma. Beautiful deep blacks, great rich colors, and exceptionally smooth motion. And yet they are as slim and energy efficient and as bright as an LED. So you can see why people are excited about this technology. Now, the reason it's not available to buy just yet is because Panasonic are working on a brand new method for producing OLED. Because OLED traditionally, if you look at the OLED screens that are available, the 1 or 2 TVs that are coming out now, they're incredibly expensive. And the reason is when they make them, they're very inefficient to make, and they have to throw away a lot of the materials they use. And we're working on a process called RGB printing, which hopefully should make LED production more sustainable. And this prototype you can see here is a brand new one, all made by Panasonic, every part of it.
So brilliant, Michael, thank you very much. I think it's the one good thing working for Panasonic as well, that we make all technologies when it comes to the TVs.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a really good point.
Okay, our next question's already in, and it is from Bob. I have a DMR EH57 DVD recorder.
Okay.
But is having trouble with the recorder. Does Panasonic have a new model?
We do, yes. We still have some DVD recorders, and with all of these things, it's worth checking the market you're in. But we now have the next stage on from DVD recorders, which is Blu-ray recorders. And of course, the great advantage of Blu-ray is that you can record in high definition, not just the standard definition of DVDs, but rest assured you can also make DVDs with this unit here. So in front of me I've got a German model Blu-ray recorder, and they're available in Germany, in UK and in many other countries as well. And as well as having a Blu-ray, you've got your disc tray here at the front. You can record onto the hard drive, which is hidden back here. And the hard drive is a 1 terabyte hard drive, which gives you well over 600 hours of recording. So you're getting Blu-ray playback, what you call a PVR, a personal video recorder, twin tuner, even things like SD and USB card slots, all built into one unit. And what we're showing off here is another great feature. You can use your tablet or your phone, whether it's Android or Apple, to flip through the TV guide and set a recording. Let's record The Big Bang Theory, which seems to be incredibly popular in Germany, I've found. It's always on the TV. But yeah, so we'll be recording that later on. And some of you might be thinking, well, why would I do it on a tablet when I've got the thing in front of me and I can just use the remote control? Well, this is remote recording. And what remote recording does is I can be here in Berlin and send a signal down to my Blu-ray recorder in the UK, and it will set a recording for me remotely. So even if I'm not anywhere near my house, I can remember to record The Big Bang Theory, which of course all good Germans enjoy. So yeah, lots of great recording options out there.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Is there another side to the app?
There is another side to the app, yeah, because that's the remote recording. Just round the corner here, we've got, I don't know if it's up and running just at the moment. I think they're just adjusting some things behind the scene here. But when I open up the app, and I'll come down here again, you can see there's the remote recording app.
Taking this one.
And I'll click on here. And actually, no, that's not the correct one. Ah, here we go. We've got one pre-made up for me. Brilliant. So the other side to the app is this. You can see on the TV we're watching Satellite HD, and here we've got, so I don't know what that channel is, but we're using the twin tuner from the Blu-ray recorder to stream one channel to the TV and another one to the app. So this could be on your phone, it could be on your Android device, or in this case an iPad. And you could also do that with recording. So you could be watching something on your main TV and your children could be watching a recording on their iPad that they made earlier in the day. The one thing I'd say about this side of the application, it only works with our Blu-ray recorders. We do have twin tuner recorders that are non-Blu-ray. On that one you can do the remote recording, Neil, but not that twin tuner application we just saw.
So again, Michael, that also varies by country to country. I know Germany are just launching their recorders, and it comes right across the whole range. They also have another feature called Miracast, which we'll demonstrate maybe a little bit later, and this allows you to use your Android phone and show exactly what you see on your Android screen onto a big screen TV.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, next question's already in. It's from Peter. He would like to see the latest tablets, and he'd like you to do some demos.
The very latest tablet. Okay, Peter, well, we've got an absolutely unique tablet for you. We've got not only the world's first 4K tablet, but a 20-inch tablet. So it's not the kind of thing that you would expect of a small little screen and just sling it in your pocket. This brings out whole new possibilities for tablets. And as we walk past the car there, and you can see IFA only opened 10 minutes ago and we're already starting to get queues, we're going to go into our very specialist 4K area. There actually looks like they're recording a bit of a movie about the tablets, but let me see if I can just get in quickly. This is the brand new 20-inch 4K tablet. Let me just show you how slim it is. Even though it's 20-inch, it's beautiful and light. I am old enough to remember 20-inch cathode ray tube TVs, and it would take two people to lift them. This you can lift with one hand. And not just that, it's the world's first 4K tablet. So as I look at this photo in detail and pull out and look at the back of this butterfly, I can see incredible detail. So you could imagine this being used by a professional photographer who wants to show his client the latest photos he's just taken. Here we've got an example of it being used maybe in a museum where you can zoom in on any picture you want and see exactly, look at the tiny brush strokes, you can see the thickness of the paint that the artist was using. It really is incredible. If we go over here, we've got some applications for designers, for architects. You can see some architects' plans, and you can I can use this touch pen to mark them up, and this is an incredibly accurate brand new touch pen that we've developed. And then a bit more of a fun application. Neil, you've not done this one, have you yet?
I guess yours up, Mike.
So Neil, this is an example of using the tablet maybe in a beauty salon, and we can see Neil as he would look now, and then Neil as a femme fatale with some rouge and lipstick, and then femme étoile. I don't know what that means, but it looks like it's a more delicate look for you. I like you in that mascara. You know, I like you too much. Let's get away from it. So, in answer to your question, there is some of the latest development in 4K tablets.
Okay, our next question's already in, Michael. This is from Glyn. Show me your LCD TVs, please.
Absolutely, Glyn. We can show you some LCD TVs. So remember, LCD is the technology used in the screen on our LED TVs. So as we walk through here, you can see the full range of Panasonic LED TVs, all of them with LCD panels. We don't make the old-fashioned type of LCD anymore with the big lights at the back. You can see they're all beautifully slim now. These are our E6, which is a fairly affordable product, but you can see how slim they are because of the LED lights. And all of these are smart TVs. As you step up to the ET series, all of these now have 3D. And then we step up again to the DT series, and we start to get things like great motion control and twin tuner functionality, and then the WT. And we've already shown you the 4K version of the WT, but this one's available right now as well, the HD version of the WT. Basically our best ever LED LCD with every bit of technology you could want, including my home screen, which is a huge feature for Panasonic. Just a little overview of the LCDs there.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Michael. Next question. Can you demonstrate my home screen?
We certainly can demonstrate my home screen. In fact, this whole area, you see all these probably dozen or so displays. These are all showing different things you can do with the smart TV. And on this big stage here, you can see that Chris, our presenter, and his glamorous assistant are getting ready to do a show all about my home screen and our smart TV. So what is a home screen? Well, I'll come over here and show you. We've got our demonstrators here, and what they're doing is registering their own face so that this camera on the top of the TV will recognize our demonstrator, so that when he says my home screen to the TV, it will recognize him and go straight to his home screen. Now, a home screen is one of these. A home screen it's your TV picture, but it's also your favorite content around the sides. So in this case, we've got a preset one which is dedicated towards sports fans. And you've got Eurosports News, Eurosports Video, the latest results from, looks like the tennis there, and of course your main TV picture. And you could have this customized with your favorite websites, your favorite applications, your favorite widgets. So we've got some more examples for you. This is a German video downloading site, so you're getting all your latest films if you live in Germany. This is a French site for Canal+, the famous TV channel, with all the latest shows on there. You've got YouTube, which is appropriate everywhere, so a YouTube themed channel for people who love surfing the internet for videos. And these, you can of course customize the home screen to be whatever you want it to be, but these, what we call home screen collections, are a brand new thing for the second half of the year, and will be available. Actually, if you've bought a Panasonic TV, 2013 TV, your TV will be getting the updates to use these collections as well. So that's just a little flavour of my home screen and what you can do with it.
So again, fully customizable, really shows everybody what this range of TVs. Okay, our next question in. Show me an item that you really want to play with right now. So a very open-ended question here, Michael.
Okay.
So I think we can have a look at some of the cool features that we have. And just to give you a heads up, Michael, our next question from Tony, which we can use within this area, is draw something using the touch pen on your plasma range.
Right. So let's have a little play. We'll do some touchscreen drawing in a second. But first of all, I'm going to have a play with this little gadget. This comes with the WT TV and the VT TV, and you get this alongside a regular remote, and it's a touchpad, so it's great for surfing the internet. But what it's also is a little microphone, and that's because you can talk to the TV. So I'm going to command the TV by talking. So let's say I want to look for a map on the internet of London. Search map London. And I think because we're in quite a loud area, I'll need to just say that again. Search London map. There we go. So it's picked up that we're searching for London maps. It recognised my voice, and there's a map of London. So actually what it's done, just by saying that, it has gone into the web browser, gone to Google Maps, typed in London for me, and there's a map of London. And I can even do things like this. Zoom in. And the map will zoom in. Oh, let's zoom in a bit more. Zoom in. And we're getting right down to Wembley, and if we carry on zooming in, I'm sure we'll be able to see Wembley Stadium. And it's not just for websites that you use the voice command for. You can do things like volume up, and it turned up the volume there. And you can do things like, one of my favourite things is searching the TV guide. Now it'll be harder to do that right now because these are German TVs, and I'd have to say that the Big Bang Deb. We're going to try the Big Bang Theory. Let's have a go. Search Big Bang Theory TV guide. Okay, so this is a real test of it. It's looking for Big Bang Theory, the TV guide, and will it find anything on the German TV channels? There you go. I told you, it's on all the time. Look, they can't get enough of it. Pro7. So for all your Big Bang Theory needs. So Neil, what the other question was about?
About our touch pen, which is obviously only available on our plasma TV range. So let's have a look.
Oh,
what you can do.
Oh, just by coincidence, look what's on the screen. Can we see? It's a beautiful picture. I think you should do what you want to it. So, on our plasma TVs, we have a feature called, you dream on. A nice green wing.
A few years ago, Michael.
Yeah. So we have a feature called Touch Pen on all the plasma TVs this year, and it's only on plasma TV. You're saying that he's a clown. Alan here is calling you a clown. I don't know what you think about that. But it's only on the plasmas because plasmas have what we call self-illuminating pixels. And so that lets us be very precise with the pen. You can probably see down to individual pixels are lit up when we control it. Now, if we particularly like this picture, and I think we do particularly like it, we could take this picture and put it onto the tablet. So Alan, why don't you show the people how we can do that? So he's actually, I get Alan to do it because he can speak German, and he's saving the picture to the SD card, which is on the side of the TV. I'll just show you. On the side of the TV, we've got an SD card slot. And then he's going to pull the picture down onto his tablet. So he's going to look at the pictures that are in on the TV, so he's interrogating the card, and obviously it's the last one we did, so he's scrolling right down to the end, and there it is. So you can take a copy of it away to your tablet, and Neil, you can keep that forever. Thank you very much, Alan. Great.
Okay, our next question's in. It's from Elaine. Take a look around the Panasonic booth here at IFA.
Yeah, let's, because we've been right down at this end of the show, which is a big area, but we've probably been here, used less than a third of the show. I mean, it's a huge thing. It's a great hall. It's not really a booth, it's a hall. And what we have is all Panasonic's TV and home AV, which we've been taking a look at today. Now I've moved into the area for cameras, and if you're interested in optical equipment, cameras, camcorders, Lumix G, the beautiful interchangeable lens system, this is the top of the range GH3 I'm looking at here, then tune back in at the top of the hour and you'll have a specialist session on that from our Infotar Tony. And you see this this curtain here, there's stuff that goes on behind there that's quite spectacular, and that all kicks off at 11 o'clock too. In this area, this is a side of Panasonic you might not know about, and this is Panasonic's business to business, or systems business as we call it, and it includes things like LED lights. And I love this because these are LED lights that look like regular light bulbs. They don't give off that horrible white glow that make everyone look sickly. It's that beautiful warm effect you got from old incandescent bulbs, except you're saving about 89% on your energy. We've got heat management, solar panels over here. If I just squeeze through these gentlemen quickly. We've got the latest security camera management. So this is for managing high definition security card footage, who's this suspicious character, and managing it in the cloud. So huge applications for that using Panasonic's secure cloud service. And over here we've got Panasonic home phones, DeX phones, including some incredible devices which you can actually put a SIM card into, and it will turn it into an Android smartphone. And as we come out there, we're out of our comfort zone a little bit here, aren't we? Because we're into the world of small appliances, hair dryers, steamers, shavers, coffee makers, espresso makers. The espresso maker is superb. I had one yesterday, and a macchiato, absolutely beautiful. And then from small appliances to large appliances, including built-in hobs, built-in cookers, this incredible new induction material that Adam, who you saw playing the game earlier on, Adam is a real expert in this, and you'll be seeing lots of that later on. Large appliances like fridge freezers, which is becoming a really big area for Panasonic. And then look what we have here. We've got a live cookery demonstration, and I don't want to disturb this top Japanese chef too much, but I'll perhaps show you a little bit. Using Panasonic equipment to create real top-end cuisine. So that's just a little flavour, and I mean a little flavour of everything we've got here at the Panasonic booth, the Panasonic Hall. So please come along if you're in Germany. The show is open until Wednesday, and if you can't make it down, you've got the rest of the day to ask us questions. By the way, if you are in Germany and listening to this and wishing that I was speaking German, we have a German-speaking session starting at 4 o'clock today.
Okay, so Michael, next question. And just as we would back, Vinny would like you to take a closer look at the Eco and the LED lights. Okay,
so we took a little bit of a look at the LED lights. So let's perhaps have a look at the Eco area that we sort of brushed back before because we were in the middle of a group tour and I didn't want to get in the way. So what we have here is Panasonic's energy management system, and this is a way of smartly managing energy consumption. First of all, we're using heat pumps, which draws heat out of the ground. We're also using the inverter engine, which Adam will tell you a lot about. We use it in a lot of appliances. What the inverter engine does is it's a way of controlling any kind of engine, any kind of mechanical process very precisely. So we can control the temperature on a microwave, the heat coming from a tumble dryer, and of course the heat from your heat pump, which is being used around your home. And of course we've got solar panels, the high efficiency photovoltaic, I think is the way you say it, solar panels. And this is a huge part of Panasonic's business. In fact, those people who live in London, you might know that Blackfriars Station has been refurbished, and the entire roof of Blackfriars Station, which is a bridge across the River Thames, is these. And that means that it's entirely carbon neutral. All its energy supplies comes from Panasonic photo cells on the top of the roof. So incredible amount going on in the world of eco solutions.
And into the bulbs, Michael, what sort of stuff are Panasonic doing with LED bulbs?
Here's our LED bulbs. So as well as the cosmetic design which I showed you earlier on, which I think is beautiful, you can see the technology that's going into them. So award-winning technology, 30 watt, 60 watt, 50 watt bulbs. And here, getting all these design awards, because I think this is a crucial part of eco solutions. When we think of eco, we often think of, well, things have to be a bit shabby, a bit rough and ready. And these aren't. These are premium designer products giving a beautiful warm glow in your home.
Okay, brilliant, Michael. Right, we've got time for one more question as we just walk back.
Yeah.
And it's from Sigma, and he would like you to do some drawing on the 4K TV.
Okay, so we'll go back to our 4K TV.
4K tablet, sorry.
Of course, I was going to say.
I've had 4K TV on the brain this week, Michael.
Yeah. So let's go and have a look at the 4K tablet. We saw very quickly that pen that was with the 4K tablet. Now don't get that confused with the pen for the plasma TVs. This is a much more high-tech device. The pen for the plasma TVs is a fun gadget that you get in the box with most of our plasma TVs. The pen that you get with the 4K tablet is a real professional tool. It's something that designers, that photographers can use to mark up their documents and really create professional results with it. So if we just Entschuldigung bitte, ein Moment, danke, vielen Dank. So you can see what I mean. It's a much more precise pen, and here we go. So let me just click on this here, and I can mark up saying I've checked this and it's okay. I put a big tick mark over it, and maybe we don't want the this bit here, but we definitely want this bit. And you can see why I wasn't an architect, but the possibilities for this are absolutely superb, I think. So that's another look at the 4K tablet.
Okay, brilliant. Michael, that's coming to the end of our first session for today.
Yep.
So I think in our traditional way, as we've done every session this week, a great opportunity for everyone to remember who we are and for us to say a goodbye. But before I say our goodbye, please keep your questions coming in the box just below where you're looking at, and obviously speak to our expert backstage at #Panasonic IFA expert.
And I know we've had fans of the show asking for this, so I'm going to finish in our now traditional style. Thanks, Neil.
Thanks,
Bye.
Michael.